Sheep Falls trailhead. There's a few different kind of sheep falls in this area. This one goes down to the Henry's Fork of the Snake River. The trail is kind of skirting a side hill. Steep on the left. Kind of a gradual descent into a forest. Lodgepole pine. It's like aspens. I got my Smith & Wesson 10mm new holster I'm trying out. I'm not sure it's adjusted the best. It could be adjusted. Doubt I'll see a bear, but you never know. Normally I have hiking shoes, but today all I have is running shoes. You can see my progress on my phone here. I'm the blue dot, and green is where my car is. Looks like I'm almost a quarter of the way there. How about this forest? Very pretty. As with all trails these days, there's lots of blowdowns on them. I just don't think there's enough employees for the Forest Service anywhere out here to run all the trails. Just went down a couple switchbacks, and now the trail seems just kind of flat and smooth. Slightly going downhill. You can definitely hear the sound of heavy water. You know, the Snake River is a pretty big river, and what we're coming upon is the Henry's Fork, which is the North Fork. So it's not, you know, of course, the full width and breadth of the main Snake River, but it's still a pretty sizable river. And with the fact that there's runoff, would mean, I mean, we're first week of June, so runoff's going to be pretty heavy. Probably can pick up the sound with the camera now. Sounds like I'm just about on top of it. Oh, yep, there it is. There's the river. There, and you can see my progress. Well, there it be. That was a really short hike. Looks like I can walk around there and go where the falls are. See how many. Gee, that to this point, it's not even a half a mile from the trailhead. Yeah, here's where it's going over the edge. Yeah, you wouldn't take that in a raft. I'm betting the way these rocks look right here, that the river used to go over it. Or maybe it goes over it in high water. You can see that? I mean, definitely water worn right there. All polished, smooth looking. Look at the water coming out of the rocks right over there. Little spring. That one down there looks formidable too. Well, I'm gonna go this way for a little bit, see if I can get down lower. It's kind of like an easy hike. The hike is too easy and the reward is kind of small. I feel like you got to do more. Cool photo. Wrong time of day, but pretty neat looking. Well, it's a nice spot to sit. Problem is I didn't. Not long enough hike to eat a lunch. Well, it's short. So it's only 0.45 miles to where the trail ended. 0.71 miles to where I'm at right now. Not as cool of a waterfall as some of them, but pretty cool. Look at that fern growing out of the rock. Osprey flying around. That is a shooting star. Look how small it is. It's a pretty neat little flower. Time to say goodbye. It was about a 200-foot drop in that little bit of time. Not super steep, but should be a fairly easy hike back. That rock out in the middle reminds me one time when we were rafting down. We went with our friends Darren and his family. Not this stretch because we didn't go down that. Probably an upper stretch somewhere. But there's a rock sitting out like that in the middle. And our raft got stuck on it. It was sideways onto the rock. And the current was pushing us in the rock, and we could not get ourselves off the rock. It was pushing us so tight against it. The raft was actually wrapping around it, and Darren's brother got out, about got killed as the current squished him between the raft and the rock. Finally, it took us forever. We just kept rocking, moving, rocking, moving. We finally got out. It's amazing the power of water. Hit the switchbacks. Glad to see the Dodge is in the shade still.